We invite you to join us for the very first virtual Pharmacy Oath and Awards ceremony. Welcoming you is our Head of Department, Dr NomaChina Kubashe.
A very good day to you all, my valued colleagues, our esteemed sponsors, and our valued graduates and their significant others. It is with the greatest of pleasures to welcome you to our virtual oath ceremony. And I therefore wish to sincerely acknowledge with appreciation our DVC Learning and Teaching, Professor Foxcroft, our Acting Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Van Rooyen, and our Director of School, Professor Truter, and our sponsors, Aspen Pharmacare, the Clicks Group, PPS, and PSSA. The oath ceremony has its footprints tracing back to 2002, where since then, the department has afforded each graduate with the opportunity to pledge voluntarily to be of service to our society by taking this oath. In 2010, we upped our game through the support of Clive Stanton, and this year, PPS and Aspen Pharmacare, to include providing each of our graduates with a white dispensing jacket, which is a trademark of what it means to look professional as a pharmacist. Last year with the pandemic, we didn't have this oath ceremony. But this year, by God's grace, support from our colleagues and parents, and support from the technology, here we are making it happen. We are extremely excited that through it all, the Almighty has made it possible for us to have this day. We are eternally grateful. We are here today, probably on the most remarkable day for a graduate and their significant others. It is a day of gratitude and celebration of hard work, dedication, and diligence demonstrated by each and every one of you. This day denotes and it rewards those that had embraced taking initiative and acceptance of responsibility in their academic journey. What we see today is the work of the blood, both from a spiritual and a literal perspective or meaning. We wish to warmly congratulate all our graduates, and we wish to tell you today that you're sitting on those chairs, awaiting your crown, is no mistake. It is our affirmation of your successful completion of the pharmacy degree. And we are saying to you today, congratulations on a job well done. You and your significant others certainly should be very proud of yourselves. Now, as you step out to joining the community of practice as able, fit for purpose, and proud graduates from the Nelson Mandela University, we wish to prompt you to be abiding and anchored citizens in your respective beliefs and cultures. We send you out with the hope that you will appreciate the grace you were afforded and that you will make us all proud. Lastly, and in conclusion, may your light so shine before men that they may see your good work and glorify the Almighty. In those few words, ndithi hambani ngalamandla eninawo. Once more, congratulations, graduates.
Our keynote speaker for the ceremony is Prof. Cheryl Foxcroft, the DVC of Teaching and Learning at Nelson Mandela University.
It is such a privilege to be able to join you for this auspicious event in your career journey. As you take the oath and you're inducted into the pharmacy profession. It's probably taken you a while and you wondered if this would ever happen, but now the day has come. So congratulations on this achievement. As a pharmacy professional, you join a profession that is known as a helping profession. And so you get to do what our mission says, that we are in service to society. You get to do that every day. I'm reminded of a quote from Nelson Mandela, and the quote goes as follows: "A fundamental concern for others in our individual and community lives would go a long way to making the world the better place that we so passionately dreamt about." It's a very interesting quote. Let's just unpack it a little bit to see what we can learn from that. Firstly, it starts off with saying a fundamental concern for others. So it's part of our very being. It's foundational to who we are as people in a helping profession, that we are concerned about the well-being for others. So in whatever way you engage with people, whether it's as customers in a pharmacy or whether it's through making drugs that would enable people to enhance their well-being, never forget that it's a fundamental concern for others that motivates you to be in this profession. Interestingly though, the quote doesn't only talk about individual lives, it also talks about our community lives, where we need to show this fundamental concern for others. You are part of many communities. You have a work community, a family community, a social community, and in all those different communities, your role is to be able to show that fundamental concern for others. It might be that in some of those communities, you end up being a leader and influencing others in that community to show a similar concern for others. Some of you might take up prominent positions in the pharmacy sector, in the healthcare sector, and then you will have opportunities to influence the caring for others way beyond just what you can do. And then the last part of the quote is about, through our efforts to show our concern for others, to help others, we end up being able to change their lives. And through changing one life, we start changing the world. And as you know, one of our attributes that we want from our graduates is that you will be a world changer. And so I want to encourage you then, as you grow in your profession, to remember that every day you have the opportunity to change the life of somebody through the work you're doing. And collectively we will then all see a major change in the world. So well done on this moment in your career. And I look forward to reading about you, maybe seeing you on TV as you take on this role of being a change maker, of making the world a better place in everything that you do.
Academic staff from the department have been asked to present the various awards to BPharm student and graduate recipients. Dr. Candice Clark, Stream Coordinator for Pharmaceutical Chemistry, will present the BPharm Awards.
It gives me very great pleasure to be able to announce the top students for BPharm 1, 2, 3, 4, as well as the top Advanced Certificate in Pharmacy Support students for 2019 and 2020. All right, the top BPharm 1 award with the prizes sponsored by the PSSA. For 2019, we have Kelsey Rora, and for 2020, we have Caitlin Duprier. Congratulations to both of you. The top BPharm 2 award with the prizes sponsored by Clicks. For 2019, it's Marilyn Nietlin, and for 2020, Zoe Williams. Congratulations. The top BPharm 3 award with a prize sponsored by Clicks. For 2019, it's Bronwyn Prinsloo, and for 2020, Marilyn Nietlin. Congratulations. The top BPharm 4 award with a prize also sponsored by Clicks. For 2019, it's Tristan Stradom, and for 2020, Bronwyn Prinsloo. Congratulations to all of our BPharm students. The top pharmacy technician student for the Advanced Certificate in Pharmacy Support. For 2019, it is Marie-Louise Rutt. A very well done to you. We are very proud of all of our students. Congratulations.
Next, we have a special message from a past academic of the pharmacy department and alumni of our university, Dr. Gareth Killian, on behalf of the Academy of Pharmaceutical Sciences.
Dear pharmacy graduates of 2020 and 2021, I bring you greetings from the Academy of Pharmaceutical Sciences, a sector of the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa. The last 18 months have seen us fundamentally change the way we do things, and this recorded address is no different. But there are a few other sectors who have had to adapt as significantly as the education sector. Universities closed their doors to conventional face-to-face learning in mid-March of 2020 and have yet to resume normal face-to-face teaching and learning activities since. Disruptions in even the mask-to-mask approach have seen educators and students find new ways to learn. For a graduating class that developed their learning strategies pre-COVID and were thrust into this pandemic in their final year, I commend you for successfully making it to the end. I believe that the tools you have gained in adapting to the new normal will put you in a very good position for your future careers in pharmacy. I believe that now, more than ever, it's vitally important to recognize excellence, particularly at the undergraduate level, where the challenges over the last year of your academic career have been immense. One of the Academy's goals is to reward excellence in the field of pharmacy at both under and postgraduate levels. The Academy is a sector of the Pharmaceutical Society, and as such, we represent the interests of academic pharmacists and their students. We provide platforms for the dissemination of research, such as the annual conference and webinars, and reward excellence through our awards programs that include categories for young scientists, outstanding teaching, and excellence in undergraduate studies. The Academy thus provides an award for the top performing student in each year of the pharmacy program at all 9 institutions offering the Bachelor of Pharmacy degree, and comprises of this gold medallion. Winning this award is not an easy feat, and your commitment and effort in achieving this is commendable, this year in particular. It therefore gives me great pleasure as the immediate past chairperson of the Academy to congratulate the top performers in each year of the BPharm program at Nelson Mandela University. I would also like to thank and congratulate your lecturers and support staff of the Department of Pharmacy who have made a significant sacrifice as well to adapt their learning material to a predominantly online approach. To the graduating class, I wish you all well in the remainder of your internship and hope to interact with you professionally in the future. Thank you.
Our next award are for BPharm 4s, presented by Dr. Mbali Luvuno-Kili, Stream Coordinator for Pharmaceutics.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. and a special warm welcome to our guests of honor, that is the BPharm 4 students of 2019 and 2020. I am Dr. Mbali Lufunukele, the stream coordinator for pharmaceutics. It is my great pleasure to announce to you this afternoon the top 5 BPharm 4 students of 2019 and 2020. As a department, we appreciate and are quite aware of the hard work, dedication, and tenacity that all our BPharm graduates need to put in order to graduate with the BPharm 4 degree. However, we give special mention to the top 5 BPharm 4 students because they have shown that they have just put in that extra work in order to attain the marks that they have attained. These marks have been calculated throughout the year, meaning that the work and the excellence that they've put in has needed to be consistent throughout their 4th year of study. It is also calculated across all the modules that they've undertaken, meaning that not only have they needed to be consistent in terms of time, they've also needed to be consistent across modules. That is why we give special mention to them. Without further ado, let us begin. I start with the top 5 BPharm 4 students of 2019, starting with number 5, working my way up to number 1. At number 5, we have Zainab Adam. Number 4, Yonela Mkokoi. Number 3, Bianca Nodia. Number 2, Michaela Westhazen. And at number 1, we have Tristan Stradon. Well done to you. For 2020, beginning again at number 5, we have Samantha Jones. At number 4, Stella Marie Grigor. Number 3, Amy North. Number 2, Benny Mahachi. Number 1, we have Brownman Prinsley. Well done. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Dr. Leah Kritiotis Germanis, Stream Coordinator for Clinical Pharmacy, will now present the Clinical Awards.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor as the head of the Clinical Pharmacy Stream to announce the names of the award winners of the top 5 clinical students in the hospital program in 2019 and 2020. But before I do that, let me keep you in suspense for just a little bit longer while I provide some background information. The award for the top clinical students in the hospital program at the Nelson Mandela University was introduced in 1994. Our unique hospital program extends across 1 psychiatric and rehabilitation center called Elizabeth Donkin Hospital and 3 tertiary level hospitals, namely Doringinza, Provincial, and Livingston hospitals. All of these facilities are based in Gqeberha, the same city as the Nelson Mandela University. Each student group is assigned to a site at the 4 hospitals and is required to complete a series of tasks on a weekly basis. These tasks include screening of patient files, selecting a variety of case studies, and compiling weekly reports on appropriateness of drug therapy. Other tasks include implementation of pharmacist interventions to optimize patient care and responding to drug information requests from other hospital staff. In addition, at most of these sites, students are regularly given the opportunity to accompany medical staff on prescriber-led ward rounds. The final mark for this module consists of multiple components, which reflect both group work activities, in the form of the weekly case reviews, for example, and individual contributions, such as the submission of the clinical portfolios and oral and written assessments. Now, since 2019 was a little bit far for all of us, here is a reminder of the BPharm 4 class of that year. So the 5 students who achieved the highest marks for the hospital program in 2019 were: in 5th place, Michaela Westhazen. In 4th place, Karu Swanepoel. 3rd, Yonela Kokoi. The runner-up, Bianca Nordier, and in first place, the only male amongst the roses, was Tristan Stradom. A hearty congratulations to these guys. And then more recently, in 2020, the top achieving students in the hospital program were, in fifth place, Patricia van der Merwe. Fourth position goes to Mika Wessels. In third place, Tashrika Meer. Second place, Samantha Jones. And in first place is Bronwyn Prinsloo. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of the BPharm 4 students of 2019 and 2020, and just to extend an extra special congratulations to these 10 students who excelled in a program that is infamous for being challenging. May your future continue to present you with opportunities to make your families, your university, and yourselves proud. Keep safe and keep well.
The final award is explained and presented by Mrs. Sarah Abrahams, Stream Coordinator for Pharmacy Practice.
Honored guests, respected colleagues, and to all our students, a good day to you all. I thank you for the privilege of being able to present this award of the most professional student for the years 2019 and 2020. I would like to start by saying a heartfelt thank you to the sponsors of this award, namely the Professional Providence Society. The PPS has partnered with the pharmacy department for a number of years now to make this award possible, and we are especially grateful for their continued support, especially in these economically challenging times. Before announcing the winners, a quick word about this award. Unlike our other awards, this award is not based on academic merit. In selecting the winners for this award, we look at the way the student has conducted themselves and the manner of their interactions in classroom sessions or settings, during practicals, as well as their ability to work effectively in a group or a team, and their interactions with other healthcare professionals. For this last aspect, we rely on the input of our hospital coordinators, who have the opportunity of observing the students during their hospital rotations, and also their ability to observe the students how they interact professionally with all the other different staff working in the hospitals. Furthermore, it's our view that the ability to work with other people as part of a team is a critical aspect of becoming a professional person. When you enter the workplace, you will always be a part of a team, no matter how big or how small, and you will need to work with other people, some of which may share your vision and your work ethic, and others may not. However, your ability to work well with both groups is vital not only for your personal well-being and your personal growth, but also for that of the business. Thus, having very briefly described the qualities that we look for in our students to present this award, I'm sure you'll appreciate that the fact that it's a substantial achievement to meet all these requirements. It is thus my pleasure to announce the winners of the 2019 and 2020 awards as voted for by all the staff in the pharmacy department. And these winners have achieved and combined all these qualities that we look for with such grace and such dignity. The winner of the 2019 award is a student who was described by one of my colleagues who said the following: "He has an assertive confidence about himself. This allowed for him to gain an incredible useful information source to share with the class of 2019. He has also made arrangements to share this knowledge with the upcoming BPharm graduates from 2020 onwards. These professional traits are amongst those that we should all strive for." So well done to the winner of the 2019 award, Tristan Stradom. The 2020 winner was also described by another of my colleagues who said the following: "He is one of those students I will forever remember. He always has a smile on his face, he is courteous, and he comes across as if he's always in control of situations. And he goes out of his way to listen to people and to assist where he can. That epitomizes for me the qualities of a professional person. So well done to the 2020 winner, who is Stephen Curtin. So a warm congratulations to both Tristan and Stephen, a well-deserved award, and I thank you all.
As a department, we have always received wonderful support from our stakeholders, and this year is no different. Please welcome two of our sponsors that were able to send messages of support, Sesetu Gumo from PPS and Stavros Nikolai from Aspen Pharmacare.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sesetu Bokwe, the Graduate Marketing Specialist for PPS, responsible for Nelson Mandela University and Rhodes University. We are absolutely honored to be working with the pharmacy department this year and have sponsored over 50,000 rands worth of sponsorship to their lab coats and also to their event ceremonies. So thank you to the pharmacy department for allowing us to work so well with you guys over the years and be a part of the PPS family. We look forward to further engagements, and all the best to the graduates of tonight. May you go forth and be great. Thank you.
Greetings, fellow pharmacy colleagues. Firstly, may I introduce myself? I'm Stavros Nikolai, a Group Senior Executive at Aspen Pharmacare. Aspen, of course, is Africa's leading pharmaceutical manufacturer. You will know Aspen well. We are situated in the Eastern Cape, both in Gqeberha and East London. And it is indeed a great pleasure and an honor for Aspen to be part of your graduation ceremony, albeit in some small way. May I firstly express my congratulations to each and every one of you who today have graduated, particularly under very difficult circumstances, under COVID restrictions, and not being able to access your classes as you would conventionally do so, and not being able to access campus. So I think that anyone can be proud of receiving a Bachelor of Pharmacy degree, but you have done it in even more difficult circumstances, and for that you both need to be commended and also congratulated. As you embark on your careers later on this year, this is just but a stepping stone, receiving a BPharm. Of course, many and exciting opportunities lie ahead, and I think it's been particularly manifest in the COVID pandemic era that we are living in, which of course is unprecedented for all of us. It's been manifest, as I said, that the pharmacy profession has been at the forefront and at the center of fighting this most devastating of pandemics. Pharmacists across the entire value chain, whether they are at the coalface, in the front line, in community pharmacy, in hospital pharmacy settings, or whether it's pharmacists in manufacturing that are producing vaccines, life-saving vaccines, pharmacists that are conducting clinical studies and trials and managing these, or pharmacists in academia. Wherever these pharmacists reside, they have been at the forefront of fighting this pandemic. You are no different. You will seize this opportunity now, the Bachelor of Pharmacy degree that you have, and you will position yourself in your particular area of niche or passion in the pharmacy profession. But whichever niche area you select, whether it be community, manufacturing, quality, clinical trials, or any other field of pharmacy, you will continue to make the same level of impact. And that level of impact that we've seen from all our other pharmacy colleagues has not been confined just to saving lives and improving the quality of lives, but it has also extended to turning the tide against a pandemic that was also destroying people's livelihoods. So we were seeing lives being lost and also livelihoods. So this is the type of impact that you can make. Everything that you do from now on will save lives and also livelihoods. So with those few words, once again, the heartiest of congratulations. It's a fantastic achievement what you have achieved today, and may I wish you every success for the future, both from myself and the Aspen Pharmacare team. And please go ahead, and if you do anything in life, enjoy what you're doing, and I'm sure you will enjoy doing so in your pharmacy careers. All the very best. Thanks very much again.
We are proud of our graduates, and we thank PPS and Aspen for their sponsorship of a white dispensing jacket, which will be given to each of our graduates. Mrs. Terry Lynn Fogarty will now explain the significance of the white coat and its importance in our profession.
Good afternoon, everyone. I've been asked to introduce the white coat ceremony to you. And my name's Terry Lynn Fogarty, and I'm a lecturer in the pharmacy department. And the fourth years will know that I'm the lecturer for ethics and legislation. So it's very appropriate that I'm presenting the white coat ceremony to you all. So traditionally, well, back in the 1800s, beige coats were initially worn by scientists in laboratories, and medical doctors wore coats that were black in the 1900s. This was to show their respect for the dead. White coats became more acceptable as time went on because stains could be seen on the jackets, and the stains and being able to see the stains certainly helped in preventing contamination. And so white coats became acceptable for use in scientific laboratories to symbolize and incorporate scientific principles in the practice of medicines, and to do away with a lot of the mythicism and quackery that was evident at the time. The first white coat ceremony held at a school of medicine was at the University of Chicago in 1989. But at our university, Mr. Clive Stanton, the former national president of the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa, initiated the concept of formally recognizing the induction of our new qualified pharmacists into the profession in 2010. And so that is when it was started for Nelson Mandela University graduates. So the white coat denotes a number of things. Just the color white makes us think of pureness, makes us think of hope. But for us in the profession, it really speaks of professionalism and holding to a code of ethics, and also just a clinical appearance and one of general hygiene. Prof. Chuta always jokes, says that also a white coat is important because it has pockets, and a pharmacist can never not have a pocket. We all carry pens, we all have things in our pockets, and so for our day-to-day responsibilities and the way we go about our work, pockets are very important. But there is something that I want to pick up on, particularly during the coronavirus pandemic. A lot of healthcare professionals have been called superheroes. And so I want you to think, when you receive your white coat through the career service, when you take it out and you put it on for the first time, I want you to think about it as though you're putting on a superhero's outfit. And then I want you to think about what they refer to as the Peter Parker principle. Those of you that watch movies might remember that Peter Parker is in fact Spider-Man, and his uncle Ben, and I know you're all saying this quote with me, once said, "With great power comes great responsibility." And so as you don your superhero outfit in this white coat, that you remember the responsibility that it carries. And with that, you take your professionalism, you take your code of ethics into the profession with you, and you do the best that you can. All the best with your careers.
For a very important part of the ceremony, we have asked Prof. Ilse Truter, Director of School of Clinical Care and Medicinal Sciences in the Faculty of Health Sciences, to introduce the oath and what it means to us in our profession.
The profession of pharmacy. A profession is a disciplined group of individuals who adhere to ethical standards and who behave as and are accepted by the public as possessing special knowledge and skills in a widely recognized body of learning derived from research, education, and training at a high level, and who are prepared to apply this knowledge and apply their skills in the interest of others. Inherent in the definition of a profession is that a code of ethics governs the activities of a profession. Such codes require behavior and practice beyond the personal moral obligations of an individual. They define and demand high standards of behavior in respect to the services provided to the public and in dealing with professional colleagues. Often these codes are enforced by the profession and are acknowledged and accepted by the community. The Hippocratic Oath is without any doubt the most well-known oath. It is a set of principles that doctors abide by when they enter the medical profession. But it is not only doctors who have an oath. Lawyers and nurses and pharmacists, for example, also have oaths or pledges. The pharmacy oath is the promise of a pharmacist, where the pharmacist promises to serve humanity and to support the profession's ideals and commitments. When you are inducted into the profession, you agree to abide by certain principles which are inherent of being a professional, namely responsibility, accountability, specialized theoretical knowledge, institutional preparation, autonomy. You work with clients or patients rather than customers, and an ethical code of conduct. Our Pharmacist Oath was introduced in 1999 to new graduates entering the pharmacy profession. Originally, the oath was only in 2 languages. In 2012, one of our BPharm graduates initiated the introduction of the oath for the first time in an African language. So our university became known as the university who did the first translation of the Pharmacist Oath into an African language. Today, we are celebrating our second African language. One of our graduates initiated the introduction of the Sepedi version of the oath. So another first for our pharmacy school. This year is a virtual ceremony due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We also have a combined event, so it is our 2020 and our 2021 graduates who will take their oath today. Sir William Osler, frequently described as the father of modern medicine, said, "The practice of medicine is an art, not a trade, a calling, not a business, a calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your head." With this then, we request you to take your oath as a pharmacist. Thank you.
Ka go ela tlhoko bokamoso bja setšhaba ke la gare ga bafatloši ba ka dithaka tša ka balapa la ka le ditlhatse ka moka tšeo di kopanego mo lehono nna Lebogang Tlodipiane le Sterina Modiba ye le ka ra pharmacy ke a ikana o ikgafela batho gore ba phele gabotse le ke mmologo ya tlaišego seo bjale ke se tšea bjale ka pitšo bophelong bja ka go obamela le go phethagalela maitshwaro a mabotse a pharmacy o tšwela pele ka go mpšhafatša go oketša le go kanafatša tsebo ya ka le bokgoni bja ka gore ke phethagatše maikarabelo a ra pharmacy go phagamiša mošomo wa pharmacy bjalo ka motlhokomedi wa ditlhare le go bona ditlhare bjale ka didirišwa tšeo di tshepilego ka tšona go diriša le go kaonafatša boleng bja bophelo.
Go se phatlalatše bošaedi tshedimošo efe goba efe ya balwetši goba bareki ya sephiri yo ba mpoditše go yona ba lemoga goba ba sa lemoge le ka morago ga ba iketše badimong gore nepekgolo ya ka e tla ba phethagatšo ya dinyakwa tša mošomo wa ka le gore go ikhola le go nyakala le go tuma go se be bohlokwa go feta phethagatšo ya mošomo wa ka go šomišana mmogo le bašomi ba bangwe ba maphelo go go hlokega go fitlhelela maikemišetšo a mošomo wa ka le dipoelo tša kalafo tšeo di kganyogwago gore ke tšerekano ye ka go ithaupa ka temogo yeo e tletšego ya kholofelo le maikarabelo ao a beilego go nna bjale ke ya go phethagatša mošomo wa ka ka moo nka kgonago ka gona le ka go tshepagallela ditaelo tša letswalo la ka.
Mna siqu njengosomayeza ndiyafunga ngokuzinikezela ekuphileni koluntu kunye nasekukhululeni iingxwaleko.
Oku ngoku ndikuthatha njengobizo lwam ebomini ukuthobela kunye nokugcina umgangatho weenqobo ezisesikweni zikasomayeza.
Ndiqhubeke ndivuselele, ndandise kwaye ndiphucule ulwazi lwam kunye nobungcaphephe ukuze ndizalisekise uxanduva lophando mayeza.
Ndiphakamise umsebenzi wophando mayeza njengomlondolozi mayeza, njengesixhobo esinikelwe mna ukukhusela kwaye ndiphucule umgangatho wobomi babantu.
Ndingavezi ngokungalunganga nayiphi into yomntu okanye izinto eziyimfihlo, ezithe ngqo okanye ezingathanga ngqo, ezithululwe kum ngumguli okanye ngumxhasi, nokuba kusemveni kokusweleka kwabo.
Ukuze injongo yam yokuqala ibe kukufezekisa iimfuno zomsebenzi wam, kwaye akukho nzuzo yam okanye unxanyelo dumo oluza kuthatha inxaxheba ekwenzeni umsebenzi wam.
Ndisebenzisane nabanye abasebenzi bezokukhathalela ezempilo ukuba kukho imfuneko ukuphumelelisa injongo zomsebenzi wam, kwaye ndinqwenele iziphumo eziphilisayo, kwaye ndithathe esi sifundo ngokuthanda kwam.
'n nederige erkentlikheid teenoor die almagtige God en in die teenwoordigheid van my leermeesters,
my medestudente, my familie en alle ander getuies wat vandag hier teenwoordig is, beloof ek, Christine Robertson, as apteker,
plegtig om myself toe te wy aan die welsyn van die mensdom en die verligting van lyding, wat ek as my lewensroeping beskou om aan al die etiese standaarde van aptekerswese te voldoen en dit te handhaaf,
om my kennis en ervaring voortdurend te vernuwe, uit te brei en te verbeter, ten einde my verpligtinge as apteker na te kom,
om die aptekersprofessie as die bewaker van medisyne in stand te hou, en om medisyne te beskou as die instrument wat aan my toevertrou is om die lewenskwaliteit van mense te beskerm en te verbeter.
om nie op onbehoorlike wyse, het sy direk of indirek, enige persoonlike of vertroulike saak te openbaar wat deur my pasiënte of kliënte aan my toevertrou is nie, selfs na hulle dood.
dat my primêre doelwit sal wees om aan die vereistes van my professie te voldoen, en dat nog persoonlike wins, nog die soeke na roem vooropgestel sal word in die uitvoering van my pligte,
Om indien nodig met ander gesondheidswerkers saam te werk ten einde my professionele doelwit, as ook die verlangde terapeutiese resultaat te bereik.
Dat ek die eed vrywillig afgelê het in volle bewustheid van die vertroue wat in my gestel word en die verantwoordelikhede wat aan my opgedra word.
Ek onderneem nou om my pligte na die beste van my vermoë te verrig en getrou aan die voorskrifte van my gewete te bly.
In acknowledgement of the ultimate destiny of mankind, and in the presence of my teachers, my peers, my family, and all other witnesses assembled here today, I,
Amita Patel, Andrea Gamble,
Andrewbota,
Aphiwe Makadesi,
Tobani Ngwenda,
Avela Siwisa,
Beatrice Achmandia,
Bianca Nodia,
Bronwyn Prinsloo,
Karen Lewis,
Cassandra Perkins,
Jan McLean,
Shante D. Barty,
Charity Margaret Morta,
Fikile Chauke,
Chanel Messias,
Dana Thomas,
Divishari Bahari,
Francis Kojo Benya,
Helian Greiling,
Jackie Stockwell,
Janneke Erasmus,
Jade Kelly,
Jordan Chan,
Joella Franambata,
Judy van Eden,
Keisha Andrews,
Kaylin Jordan,
Courtney Williams,
Kristen Diaga,
Lemise Lee,
Lizelle Ann Crossman,
Lou Jade Pinard,
Poppy Mafadze,
Totlisomapiri Oria Mangwe,
Rizal Becker,
Mashao Mabuzida,
Maziti Mjali, Melissa Jane Morris,
Mia Hayward,
Tashrika Mia,
Mika Vessels,
Toby Sibandile Katane,
Natasha Sayovu,
Nicole Pienaar, Nida Naeem Raj,
Nikitemba Monakali,
Nompumelelo Ndlovu,
Nosisa Lusawana,
Mobile Mbongwa,
Yashadza Shehwehwe,
Rizwan Yenes,
Sabiha Motala,
Samantha Jones,
Sanelsi Chabalala,
Chanel Kommer,
Vukile Shezi,
Sinako Kalipa,
Avela Siwisa,
Skio Kumako,
Sopisho Ongamala Zelande Papu,
Stephen Curtin as
Naeem Raja,
Tahira Border,
Chakudzwanashe Charles Tigeren,
Tabiso Nyawo,
Tian Ferreira,
Timothy Paulson,
Tinashe Taduvana,
Yash Panchal,
Zoe Earnhouse.
As pharmacists solemnly pledge to devote myself to the well-being of humanity and to the relief of suffering, which I now regard as my calling in life, to obey and maintain the ethical standards of pharmacy, to continuously renew, augment, and improve my knowledge and expertise in order to fulfill the obligations of a pharmacist, to uphold the profession of pharmacy as the custodian of medicine, and regard medicine as the instrument entrusted to me to protect and improve the quality of life, not to divulge improperly any personal or confidential matter, directly or indirectly confided to me by my patients or clients, even after their death, that my primary goal will be the fulfillment of the demands of my profession, and that neither personal gain nor quest for glory will take precedence in the execution of my duty, to cooperate with other healthcare workers, if need be, to achieve my professional objective and the desired therapeutic outcome, that I have taken this oath voluntarily in full realization of the confidence and the responsibilities placed upon me. I now go forth to discharge my duties to the best of my ability and true to the dictates of my conscience.
On behalf of Dr. Kubashe and the Pharmacy Department, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone involved in making this ceremony a reality. A special word of thanks to our guests, Prof. Foxcroft, for taking the time to share a personal message with the graduates and all other guests and staff. Thank you, Prof, for your insight and wisdom and for reminding and encouraging the graduates as to what is important as they embark on their careers as pharmacists. Prof. Truter, for her wonderful introduction of the oath and its significance to the profession of pharmacy. Dr. Killian, for his continued support of the department and graduates through the Academy of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and all the staff involved with presenting the awards in this new virtual platform we find ourselves in. Thanks also goes out to our wonderful sponsors whose support over the years has been amazing. Now, more than ever, to continue showing how much they value our graduates is just special beyond words. Aspen, PPS, Clicks, Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa, and the Academy of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Thank you so very much. A big thanks also goes out to our graduates for their hard work, and of course to their parents, family, and friends for supporting them through their journey with us at Nelson Mandela University. Finally, I would like to thank those behind the scenes organizing this virtual ceremony. Philip Hulza, our IT genius from the Faculty of Health Sciences, and Ibonga Maraule, thank you for all your hard work and still having a smile on your face and a solution at hand to any little problem. We did make a good team. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our very first virtual Oath and Awards ceremony of the Pharmacy Department at Nelson Mandela University. Thank you for sharing with us. Stay safe and stay well.